Hey guys, it's Miss Standard here. Yesterday we talked about two important learning skills, focusing attention and listening. These skills for learning are ways to show respect, and they also help you remember and learn. When we focus our attention, we're using our eyes to focus on the speaker, our ears to listen to what the speaker is saying, and our brain to think about what the speaker is saying. When we use our listening skill, we're making sure that we're focused on the speaker. We wait our turn to speak. We remember what we hear, and we're thinking of questions. So, we're going to start today with a brain builder activity called Who's Talking? Your teacher is going to pick one speaker. They will privately chat that speaker a sentence or two to read out loud to the class. The rest of our class is going to close our eyes and we're going to listen to the speaker and see if we can guess who is speaking. Okay. So, rule number one for this game is that your eyes have to stay closed. Rule number two is that you focus your attention and listen to the voice reading. And rule number three is that you give me a thumbs up when you think you know who the speaker is. Okay, guys? Once again, your teacher is going to pick one speaker and they will privately chat that speaker. The rest of us are going to close our eyes. Rule number one is that you must keep your eyes closed if you are not the speaker. Rule number two is that you focus your attention and listen to the voice reading. And rule number three is that you give me a thumbs up when you think you know who the speaker is. Okay, guys, your teacher's going to pause the video here. Let's see if you can guess the speaker. Hey, guys, I really hope you were able to guess the speaker. If you weren't, let's see if you can do it this time. Okay, once again, your teacher's going to choose a different speaker this time, though. But after they choose the speaker, everybody else is going to close their eyes and we are going to try to guess who's talking again. Okay, so this time we're going to close our eyes. Rule number two, focus your attention and listen to the reader. And then rule number three, give me a thumbs up when you think that you know who is speaking. Okay, same rules, different speaker. Let's see if we can guess the speaker this time, guys. Okay, teachers, don't pause this time. Ready? Speaker, start now. Okay, guys. So for that time, I was making a lot of noise, right? I started making a lot of noise and give me a thumbs up if it made it harder for you to focus on who was speaking. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if that made it just a little harder for you. Yeah, I see we do have a couple of thumbs up. So what do we do when something takes your attention away from what we're learning and makes it hard to concentrate? Like when something distracts us. So my noise were the distractions for this game, right? Today we're going to learn to use self-talk to ignore distractions so we can stay focused and on task. Yeah, we're going to be using self-talk. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you a picture real quick. In this picture, you will see our friend Omar. He's trying to work on his book report, but distractions are making it hard for him to stay focused and on task. So here, let's see. Here is our friend Omar. You can see him right here. He looks a little upset by his face. I want you to focus your attention on this picture and I want you to see what the distractions are. When you see a couple of distractions, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. When you can name a couple of distractions, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Okay, I see a couple of us have some thumbs up. So if we look at this picture, we can see that this girl is talking to him while he's trying to do his book report. And when someone's talking to you when you're trying to work, that's a big distraction. Then if we look in the background of this picture, we can see it's a little blurred, but we can still see that there's a lot going on behind him. So not only does he have a girl that's talking to him, but he also has a bunch of other classroom activities going on behind him. These are big distractions, and it's making Omar have trouble staying focused and on task. You may have had the same trouble during today's game whenever I was making all that noise. Okay, so I want you to think, when we were playing that game, what helped you focus on who was speaking so that you could try to guess who was our speaker? Maybe you said something to yourself when we were playing that game to make yourself focus on the speaker. Maybe you use self talk. So, self talk is when you talk in your head to yourself in a quiet voice. You're telling yourself to focus your attention on the most important thing so that you can stay focused and on task. If you can see inside of this picture, you can see that in her head, she's talking to herself and telling herself to focus, ignore distractions. What do I do next? Calm down. Okay. Let's look back at our picture with Omar. If we look back at our picture with Omar, what do you think we could tell Omar to tell himself? What kind of self talk would you tell Omar to use in this situation? Because he wants to stay on task, right? Okay, your teacher will call on a couple of people. Go ahead and raise your hands. Okay, guys, maybe you said something along the lines of you would tell Omar to use self talk and tell himself, ignore distractions, stay focused. I think those would be really good things to use in this situation. Self talk helps you ignore distractions so you can stay focused and on task. Omar uses self talk to help himself ignore the distractions. He's able to stay focused and get his book report done. Respectful learners use self talk. When you use self talk, you can say things like, calm down, you know what you need to do next. Stay focused, ignore distractions. So, I want us to take a second. I want us to try to practice using self talk. So, we're going to practice our self talk by playing a game called Phone Frenzy. Your teacher is going to pick 3 students. These 3 students are going to have to remember a phone number while the rest of the students watch a video. Okay? Teachers, go ahead and pick those 3 students. Once you've been picked, this is the phone number that you have to remember. It is 867-5309. Okay, I'm going to hold this up for a minute so these 3 students can memorize it. These 3 students need to use their self-talk to memorize this number while I play a video for the rest of the students. Okay. Few more seconds, memorize this number. You can do it. Okay. memorize this number. I'm going to play the video now. Let's see if you remember the number by the end of this video.
Late at night, I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. Hit it!
All right, big fella, let's crash this party. Brace yourselves.
Not the gumdrop button!
All right.
Somewhere after midnight, in my wildest fantasy.
Go, Mongo, go.
Someone reaching back for me.
Okay, my 3 students that had to memorize the number, your teacher's gonna call on you to unmute and say that number out loud. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, our number was 867-5309. If you did remember that, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. And if you don't mind, can you share out with the class what kind of self-talk you used? What did you tell yourself to memorize this number and stay focused on this number while the video played? Okay, hearing some great responses. One thing you can always tell yourself is to focus and ignore distractions. I'm gonna play us our Be a Learner song. And while I play our Be a Learner song, I want you to listen for the line when it talks about self-talk, okay? I want you to listen for that line, and I want you to remember that when you use self-talk, you ignore distractions, and it helps you stay focused and on task, okay? Go ahead and listen for this line. Let's see if you can find it.
All right, come on, listen now. Be respectful.
Yeah, yeah.
Be skillful.
Yeah, yeah.
Be a learner.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Be respectful. Be skillful. Be a learner.
Yeah, yeah.
You come to school to learn, where there's lots of things to see and do. So make the most of it. The power is inside of you. Focus attention. Listen with your ears, eyes, and brain. Use your self-talk. Be assertive and you will gain. The lesson is starting up. Your eyes and ears are focused in. When someone starts to talk, show your respect by listening. Focus attention. Listen with your ears, eyes, and brain. Use your self-talk. Be assertive and you will gain. Be respectful.
Yeah, yeah.
Be skillful.
Yeah, yeah.
Be a learner.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Be respectful. Be skillful. Be a learner.
Yeah, yeah.
Haha, yeah. I think you got it. Keep saying stay on task. Ignore distractions, that's the key. And when you need some help, be sure to ask assertively. Focus attention. Listen with your ears, eyes, and brain. Use your self-talk. Be assertive and you will gain. Be respectful.
Yeah, yeah.
Be skillful.
Yeah, yeah.
Be a learner.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Be respectful. Be skillful. Be a learner.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, guys. That's the end of our lesson for today, but I want to challenge you to use your self-talk today. If you notice yourself getting distracted, use that self-talk, okay? Bye, guys. I hope y'all have a great afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow.